world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
On the ready.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. You look at this Arizona defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think
the football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look at it before he was planted in the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
this defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back.
Ready.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. And Stroud now to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here. They're down to 1 remaining. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Throwing to start the drive. Pearson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pearson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The Cardinals had 10-3 on the year, and they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak. Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
To throw on 3rd down, Pearson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Look at this Arizona defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
What's not cool about the gain there on 2nd down? That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Stroud. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Well, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baker, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. In motion right is Brown. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Pick it up. Showtime. Let's go.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, Baker. They show up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Baker. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Hey, smash. Hey, smash, Bronco.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead.
Two good drives on their first two possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Stroud. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Rashad Bateman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pearson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Ready? 2nd and 10. Stroud. And he's got this to Jefferson. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful. And it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Pearson. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
In motion goes the tight end. On second down now, it's Baker, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there on the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up the first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll keep it on the ground. Baker, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. In motion left, that's Thornton. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now they'll change things up. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out on the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Go, Reed, go. Check.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Got his man, it's Thornton. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A third quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Count through 11. Count through 11. 18 rattlers. 18 rattlers.
Stroud working out of the gun. Short throw caught by Pitts. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 4. Stroud to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pearson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Hands it off out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona 1st. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In motion left, that's Thornton. They'll run on 1st down. It's Baker, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on 2nd down. Pearson. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. And that that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Up the middle they go. Baker. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. It's Baker. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. The man in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, it's Baker. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And now here's a carry heading left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drop on a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later. and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cardinals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Stroud's throw pulled in by Jefferson. Now inside the 25. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Okay,
And now
ready?
they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Cup 19, Cup 19. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Mustang 19. Ready, ready, hut. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Stroud to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Arizona, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.